Well, good morning and welcome back to CityLine. With me, I have three beautiful women who are here to talk about the Junior League of Tacoma. And yep, you guessed it, one of them is only 6 weeks old. So please join me in welcoming Amber Moak. You are the president of Junior League of Tacoma. Welcome.
Thanks.
You are also the proud mommy of Martha Ann here, who is 6 weeks old. Oh, isn't that a great shot? Welcome, Miss Martha Ann. This is your TV debut.
Yeah.
It is. With you, of course, is Lynnette Buffington. Hello, Lynnette.
Hi.
You are the Assistant Director, Sustainer Council of the Junior League of Tacoma. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have all three of you on the couch here. We didn't plan to have Martha on, but when I walked into the green room and saw her, I'm like, look, we're women. We bring our children to work, so let's have her on. Let's talk about, first off, Amber, if somebody has heard of the Junior League, and maybe they heard about it years ago when they had the best thrift store ever in downtown Tacoma, which I shop at all the time. It's more than that, though, isn't it?
Yes.
What do we say to them?
So we've been serving the Tacoma area for 98 years now. And we're a women's organization, as you can see, but we promote volunteerism, we develop the potential of women, and we provide the community with trained volunteers.
Wow, well said, my dear. Very well said. Next week is a busy week for your members, Lynnette. There is a community awareness initiative called Ask Me About My Bag that your members will be participating in.
Sure.
Tell us about this, and you have a bag right
Sure, we
here,
have a
too.
couple here. We have Amber's bag, which is very full as a mom, and my bag here. So next week, Ask Me About My Bag. We have members in the community that will be participating in this social media driven campaign and fundraiser to raise awareness about youth homelessness in Tacoma and Pierce County and illustrate really the impermanence of homelessness and the inconvenience of daily life for those experiencing homelessness.
Oh my gosh.
Additionally, we want to help grow donations for our organization so we can do two things: direct service with that population, but build our capacity to do political advocacy as well. And then, as Amber mentioned, we're getting up on our 100-year anniversary, so we want to promote the organization.
This is so timely. I mean, I know the Junior League to be a organization full of very educated, compassionate members.
Absolutely.
And we know that right now Tacoma is in a state of emergency when it comes to homelessness. And that homelessness does not have an age to it.
No.
I was just walking down 6th Avenue the other night after I went to Primo Grill for dinner and ran into two young people when I asked them how old they were. One was 18, one was 21. And they were living in a tent and they didn't have any place to go. That is unacceptable.
Absolutely.
And I love the fact that the Junior League has stepped in to say, no more, not on our watch. Why, I mean, there's so many things the league could have picked,
Correct.
Annette. Why this?
Well, we've been looking at this issue for several years, and as a membership, we've gotten quite familiar with this issue. And as you've said, the needs far outweigh the resources, and we're that finish line, and that is consistently moving because the needs are just growing on a regular basis. The most recent Pierce County moment in time count,
Yes.
roughly 1,500 homeless people in Pierce County. 10% of those were young adults or youth, and 25% of those individuals were in families that were considered homeless. In our school district alone, in Tacoma schools, since 2010, the number of students that are identified as homeless has increased by 4% per year since 2010. On a statewide scale, we have nearly 6,000 homeless students in our schools as a state. So again, the problem is not resolving itself. We want to raise awareness that homelessness, like you said, has no age boundary, that it really does, it's impacting some of our most vulnerable populations.
Yeah, and we want to ask ourselves, I mean, what does homelessness look like when you are of that age? I mean, if you were to line up students and I had to pick, I couldn't pick.
Correct.
But at the end of the day, when they don't have a place to go home to and a place to do their homework and food to help them thrive, that is the silent difference that goes on here that the Junior League is addressing.
Correct. We're trying to definitely get involved in the advocacy on this and see if we can help combat some of the obstacles that the youth are facing.
So what will your members be doing with these
So they'll be
bags?
out and about with our bags, as you can see. They'll also be a really heavy social media presence.
Yes.
You can visit us at jailtacoma.org or Jail Tacoma on Facebook and Instagram, Junior League of Tacoma, where we'll have a social media campaign with links to donate. We definitely want people to just ask us about our bags so we can talk about this issue, but obviously we want people to donate and engage. Educate yourself on this issue. Learn about the volume of the problem, as we'll have a lot of educational links. And if this is something that inspires you, we hope you consider joining the Junior League.
There we go.
You know, and I probably failed to mention that would like a financial donation there to help support our cause, but please join the Junior League. Founded here in 1921, the year that women got the right to vote. So as we're coming up on that 100-year anniversary, this is a special time to be involved in this organization.
Absolutely. I love that you mentioned that.
Yeah, I will.
Absolutely. So you, Amber, you also have another event coming up on October 15th that celebrates local women leaders. Let's talk about, it's called Women in Leadership Forum.
Yeah, so this is our 10th year hosting the forum, and what it does is it celebrates local women leaders who are not only in Tacoma, but in Washington State in general, and it's open to the community, and these women will share their different paths to leadership. Not everyone, started as an entry-level job and made their way to CEO. They all went through different stories and stuff, and it's really fun.
You're doing a great job balancing this out. I don't know if this is coming across on camera or not, but when we talk about women leaders, this is it right here. You're looking down, you're balancing out your daughter's needs, but you are still having this conversation with me. If this isn't the essence of women in leadership and multitasking, I don't know what is, sister. So who are you honoring this year, my dear?
Well, there's one person who everyone watching the show would know, which is you.
That is, now I have to tell you, when I saw that you guys were on the show, I turned to my producer and I'm like, Fred, they're honoring me. People are going to think I had them on for this reason. Fred's like, well, no, they won't. I'm like, well, yes, they will. But I didn't have any say in having you on, just so you know that. And I thank you for honoring me.
Yeah.
Who else besides me?
So we have Susan Brown, who's the CEO of Kids Company out of Seattle. We have Tiffany Bloom, who's an author, speaker, and podcaster. And then we have Alicia Burton, who is a Pierce County Deputy Prosecuting Attorney.
Oh my gosh, I'm in great company. I better bring my A game for that, I'm telling you what. So how can our viewers purchase a ticket?
You can go to our website. Tickets are $20, and the website's jltacoma.org.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to let you stop talking and get Martha back into her zone. And I'm going to ask Lynnette, if somebody wants to become a member, because we mentioned this before, what's the process like and how much time does it take?
Sure. So they can visit jailtacoma.org and reach out via that route and ask for someone to get in touch with them. They would go through, they need to be a female 21 years or older, and they would go through a very fun social orientation through the Junior League as a new member, but they'd get to participate fully in the organization as well. It's quite a low barrier to be involved in such a great organization.
Yeah.
There are stories from around the country about how Junior Leagues are very different in Tacoma's. What I truly love about Tacoma's Junior League, having also been in the Junior League of Baltimore, Tacoma allows you to get your hands dirty right away, start working and start making an impact in your community.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we have a couple minutes here. I want to find out, when you mentioned Baltimore,
Yeah.
how did you start in the Junior League?
Sure. Well, I'm a Tacoma girl, third generation, but I moved to Baltimore without knowing a soul, and I had heard wonderful things about the Junior League, and I figured it was a good way to meet people, professional women, friends, make a social network in a town that I really didn't know anyone. So I joined in the Junior League of Baltimore, and I found wonderful professional connections. I developed skill sets that I knew I needed in fundraising and leadership, community advocacy. I really got to work in some of Baltimore's iconic communities. So when I came back to Tacoma, I was looking for that same impact. I'd been away from Tacoma for a decent amount of time, and I needed to see the the revitalization that my hometown had gone through. So I came back and got engaged, and I just found it to be exactly what I needed to still care about my city, and be involved, and also build a really, really wonderful network of professional women that from all stages of life to help grow my leadership skills, but we're passionate about the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amber, how many years or how long have you been involved in the junior league?
I've been in League since 2014, and like Lynnette, I also joined in another city. I started in the Junior League of Nashville.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And you guys brought it all back home here. I love that. I had the pleasure and privilege of emceeing your auction last year, and I was just captured by these strong women that have a very clear idea about what they want to give to their community and how they want to change their community. And these women were such a beautiful variation of ages that I just loved it. I could see the mentorship, but I could also see the inspiration that the younger members brought. And I thought, this is a new junior league that I have never seen before, and it really got me interested. So I want to say thank you so much for being here today, for your dedication to being part of the solution to homelessness. And I will definitely see you at the banquet.
Yes.
And Martha Ann, congratulations, you're a star.
Yeah.
When we come back after just a little bit of rocking and kissing and musical chairs, we'll have the Grand Cinema here to talk about the upcoming Tacoma Film Festival. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back. Peace.